Hi guys, it's Aubrey here from The Dandy Liar. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I'm super into wellness and all things that help your body. So today I'm going to be talking about a really popular thing right now. It's a trend in the beauty industry, and that is jade rolling. So a lot of you might be wondering, why is jade rolling so great? Like, what is this hype all about? So, a lot of people think that the jade roller does things that it really doesn't do. So people think that it increases collagen, that it's great for the tautness of your skin, and none of those things have been scientifically proven. But one of the benefits of jade rolling is that it mimics lymphatic drainage. I'm going to talk a little bit about what that is. But first, you might be asking, why does this matter? So I suffer from lymphedema, which means the lymph nodes, some of the lymph nodes in my body have stopped working. And so let me tell you a little bit about the lymph system and why it's so important. So the lymph is the fluid. It's a clear fluid throughout your body that basically carries white blood cells, waste, and bacteria to your lymph nodes. And you have lymph nodes, thousands of them all over your body. I think in your neck alone, you have like 100. And the reason that's so important is because your immune system lives in your lymph nodes. So the lymph fluid goes towards your lymph nodes and it carries bacteria where it's basically filtered and killed by the lymph node. And then it's excreted in different holes in your body, like sweat pores and things like that. So it's super important that it's moving and that it's always flowing because it's always flushing out bacteria. So somebody like me who has lymphedema, that means I just need a little bit of help moving that lymph fluid along. And you can do that in several different ways. One of the ways is manual lymphatic drainage. And you can definitely do a Google search on that, but it's basically manual massage that you do on your body, and it helps encourage that lymph fluid to move right along over those obstacles like lymph nodes that don't work. Another way you can do it is dry brushing. Another great thing to Google, but dry brushing basically uses a dry brush to help move that fluid along. And then another way you can do that and mimic lymphatic drainage is by using a jade roller. And today I'm going to be focusing on the face because that is primarily where you use a jade roller. So let's get to it. So you're going to need your hands and a jade roller. The fact that this is jade is completely negligible. It really doesn't even matter. It could be made of concrete and it would do the same thing. So don't get too hung up on how expensive it is, or if it's made of real jade, or if it's made of rose. Really doesn't matter. So you're going to take your, keep this nearby. And first you're going to want to wash your face. It's the first step because you don't want to spread bacteria all over your face. And then you're going to want to have a serum. And the serum, it's totally optional, but I like to use the serum because it helps reduce the friction once the stone touches your skin. So you're going to take your serum, and this is a glow serum that I make. You can look it up on my blog. It just uses 3 ingredients, or I'll include a link to it in the comments. You're going to take your serum, and you're going to put a couple drops in your hand. And then you're going to take the large end of your roller and you're going to roll it in your hand just so it picks up some of that serum. So then you're going to take, the first thing you're going to do actually is use your hands. You're going to want to empty the buckets. So have you ever heard the expression that you can't fill a bucket until it's been emptied, right? That makes sense. So same with your lymph nodes. So focusing on the face, your lymph buckets are right here. So if you were to shrug your shoulders and you see these 2 little crevices that are created, that is where your lymph fluid drains from your face. It drains into these buckets right here. And so you're going to want to empty those before you start to work on your face. So shrug your shoulders, and I like to take the opposite hand and put those in the holes. And you're just going to make little light circular movements there and do about 15 of these. And the kind of pressure you're going to want to use is extremely light. Your lymph system exists just below the surface of your skin, so you really don't need to press hard or go deep. You're just lightly encouraging the fluid. So making these circular motions helps to drain those buckets. And once you've done that 10 to 15 times, you are going to take your jade roller with the serum on it, and you're going to start at the base of your ear, and you're going to work all the way down to that bucket. So, and I always recommend starting on one side of your face, unless you have two jade rollers and you are just a great multitasker. I like to work on one side of my face first. So you're going to take your jade roller and do 15 strokes downward. And the reason you don't want to do this, you never want to go back and forth, is because that's basically confusing the fluid. It's telling the fluid, go up, no, go down, go up, no, go down. So by pushing it down, you're encouraging the direction, the proper direction that your lymph fluid needs to flow. So you're going to do this 15 times. And you can see how I'm doing it, just going down my neck. And then once you've done that, you're going to move on to the face. So I like to start at the chin, and just imagine all this fluid here. It's going to flow into a lymph node that's right near your ear. So the direction that you want to take your roller is from the center of your face over to that ear point. So here, 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 and here. So you're going to do that. You're going to do 15 strokes this way on your chin, and you can even start under your chin. So you do that 15 times. And then you're going to go to your chin and start there. Do that 15 times, go to the corner of your mouth, and so on. So I'm not going to do it 15 times each, but I'm just going to kind of show you all as I move to my face how I'm doing this. So once you've reached the top of your head, you're going to want to take your hands and spread them apart like this, almost like Star Trek. So you can do this or this, but you're going to want to make a V. That's the important point. So you're going to take the fluid that you've put on your ear, behind your ear, and you're going to want to take your fingers and put them at the base of your ear like this. And then you're just going to want to make light strokes in a downward motion down towards your neck. And you're going to do that 15 times. So kind of along your jawline, but in a downward motion. So that's taking the fluid that has gone from your face to your ear, and then you're encouraging it to go back down your neck. So you do that 15 times. And then you're going to want to take your jade roller and encourage it to go back into the bucket. And you guys might be wondering, well, how does she know all this? So I mentioned I have lymphedema. First, I have lymphedema, and I had surgery and had about 30 lymph nodes removed in my neck. So I have lots of road humps for my lymph fluid. They just get stuck and they kind of pool in my face, which creates a puffy face. It means bacteria is building up there. And so I've gone to see lymphatic drainage specialists for years. So I've learned a lot through going to see them and through research. But this is something that you'd want to do every day. I like to do it when I am at a stoplight. I know people might be looking on and wondering what I'm doing, but it's just a good time for me to do it because I'm always at a stoplight. I drive every day, and it gives me a good like 2-minute increments to do this. So, and I usually don't have my jade roller on hand, so in that case I just use my fingers. But anyway, so after you've done this for 15 times, you're going to want to, so your buckets are now full of lymph fluid, you're going to want to empty those buckets again. So you can do this, and you just make circular motions. And then you can repeat all of this as many times as you want, and you can do it throughout the day as many times as you want. But you're going to start to see that it decreases the puffiness in your face. It helps increase blood flow, which is great for healing your face. So if you have lesions or pimples or things like that, that increased blood flow is going to help heal them. And it's getting bacteria out of your face. So that is lymphatic drainage. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I busted the myth that jade is the reason why jade rolling is so important. Jade really has nothing to do with it. It's all about mimicking that, the motion of your lymph fluid. So thanks for tuning in, guys. And if you don't already follow me on Instagram, I post a lot of wellness tips on there, as well as my blog. On Instagram, I'm at The Dandy Liar, and my blog is thedandyliar.com. Bye, guys.